Knucklehead Sports. It's in the game.
I mean, there's just more questions you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blown me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap and I'll be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's Knucklehead Sports. We in the building. We got Hutch, we got toe tags, and we got a bunch of people that are either late or ain't gonna show up because they know what today is. Today is the motherfucking day.
It meetings.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, man. Yo, you predicted it last week. And the ratings are horrible for the NBA final. Shit, they were saying that game 2 was the worst rating since the bubble.
Sorry, you got 2 small market teams. It's great for the NBA and the diversity, but bad for ratings. I mean, it doesn't help that OKC lost a big lead in game 1, and and Indy and Haladouche came back to win game 1. But dude, you only have the fans in OKC and the fans in Indiana watching this NBA Finals.
Shit.
It's not like either of these teams have like fans outside of their state. Sorry.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, and especially with the Pacers beating the Knicks. Fuck, it's like you got the entire fucking New York country saying fuck the Indiana.
Yeah, fuck Indy. I'm not watching the finals.
Word. Shit, the average game 2 average 8.7 million viewers on ABC, down from the Maverick Celtics, which was 12.31 million. Yo, the lowest that the bubble had was the Heat versus the Lakers. it was 6.7 million. But that was because the president got hospitalized for COVID. Everybody was watching that news coverage, and
Yeah,
then
they were hoping he would die.
yeah, and then
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
Yeah, but the thing is, you meant it, so we knew that. Yeah, but then it was the Cavaliers versus the Spurs in 2007, which was 8.55 million, and that went up against the series finale of The Sopranos. Now, mind you, if you didn't catch that episode live, you didn't catch that episode. So it's either you watch the Cavaliers and the Spurs, or you watch The Sopranos.
Or he didn't watch either of them shits.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, I used to watch The Soprano at the beginning. That final season, I ain't watched a goddamn episode.
Shit, no, I saw the Sopranos when I was able to binge watch, and it took me 2 tries because I watched the first episode. I was like, this ain't me.
It's funny. My nephew said that he's like, "Yo, I'm trying to get into Sopranos, man, but the first 2 episodes ain't hit it." I was like, "Yo, wait for it. It picks up."
Yeah,
but dude, the last season of The Soprano, well, it was like a lot of the last seasons of a lot of shows that you were just like, "No, this is not hitting like it used to before." Like, I remember watching the last episode of Seinfeld, and I laughed, and everybody's like, "Yo, I didn't find any of that episode funny," and I'm like, didn't you guys see the irony that they're literally in jail because they did nothing, and it's a show about nothing? And everybody's like, "Oh, that's what it is." I'm like, yes.
Which is crazy because that shit was on for so long and that did nothing.
It's a show about nothing. So they literally get thrown in jail because they sat around and did nothing while somebody had something. I forgot I don't know, that they just watched somebody get hurt or get hit or whatever the last episode was. And then the funniest shit is that they had everybody that they did wrong throughout the 20 years that it was on TV. I don't know how they found all these witnesses and got them to that small town. To tell you the truth, they had Terry Hatcher. Terry Hatcher. She was on the show before she did Lois and Clark. For those who don't understand, that's that one where Elaine, Jerry was dating her, and Elaine went to, Jerry was like, "Yo, I need to know, I don't know if they're real or not, or whatever." And Elaine's like, "Well, I can find out for you." And in the silence, she tripped by mistake, and she really did trip. You know what I'm saying? And she touched Terry Hatcher's tits. And then Terry Hatcher put the connection between Jerry and Elaine. And she goes, "You made her do it." Well, just so you know, they're real and they're spectacular. Okay. Again, the fact that show's been off the air, 20 years now, I can still remember that shit, just tells you how iconic that show was.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they found so many people to come in and testify against them to show how bad, like, they were bad people. But meanwhile, they're like, "Yo, you guys literally sat around and did nothing. You could have helped somebody." But like true New Yorkers, you're like, "Yo, I'm staying in my lane. It had nothing to do with me."
Word. Like, shit, I got enough problems.
My man was like the man from the Puerto Rican man from that skit. I live on the floor. I live on the 5th floor. I know nothing.
Word. I don't know nothing. I live on the 5th floor. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Shit. Fuck that.
But yeah, dude. So, to summarize it, yeah, I watched the 2 episodes before, and I know that finale was not going to be what I wanted to see. Now, did I come back and watch it afterwards? Yeah, but I knew. But everybody was telling me the day after, like, yo, I didn't like the way the show ended. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. But what can you do?
Shit, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna like the way anything ends because it ends. Because I think everybody's gonna want, yo, I didn't like the way it ended because, you know, deep down inside, there's no possibility of return.
Well, especially in The Sopranos.
Word. Not bad for coughing.
That's all right. Yeah, Haladouche. No, my God, his name is Tyree Haladouche. You take his first name Hala, and you put douchebag, Haladouche. Or you can do a Hala burger. I get you. He's a burger.
We don't want to give him any business ideas.
Nah, but listen, bro. Like I get it. The kid on OKC won the MVP, and I was talking to my nephew who knows big in basketball, and I go, yo, he literally had the quietest MVP season I've ever seen.
From OKC?
Yeah, CGA or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it was like in years past, like, yo, you knew that guy who was gonna be the MVP. This guy literally had the quietest MVP season ever. Did he deserve it? Yeah, he had great numbers. But the fact that you're like, who? You know?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Because that the fucking NBA has been overthrown by LeBron James. Because even when they're fucking losing, is LeBron James the face of the NBA? Is LeBron James gonna stay another year? Is LeBron James' son good enough? Is LeBron? And it's like, yo, my man, there's more than fucking one player in the NBA. Then you want to talk about Jordan had no competition. There's fucking NBA fucking MVPs being fucking picked, and no one knows who the fuck they are. We knew who everybody that Jordan faced was.
Bro, at the end of the day, and this is what I tell everybody who's a LeBron James fan, kryllzzz. When Jordan played, Jordan was hands down the best player. Did he win every MVP season? No. But, you know, you weren't saying, oh, well, you know, I think Karl Malone is better than Michael Jordan. You weren't saying that.
Yeah.
Did Karl Malone win an MVP over Jordan? I think he did. But at the end of the day, you're not saying, you know what? Yeah, I think Karl Malone was better than Jordan. To this day, people still argue if Garnett is a better player than LeBron. But LeBron is supposed to be the best player ever. Get the fuck out of here. As the Soprano would say, the fuck out of here.
Fucking guy.
This fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Don't play that game with me.
Word. Shit.
Bro, I think the reason why they're even getting 8 million is because of what normal guy is saying. You have some fans who are literally tuning in because they hate Indiana.
I can see that.
I guarantee you, if you take a poll of those 8.76 million users, and you ask them how many of y'all are just watching because y'all want to see Indy lose, I bet you that number, and you take those people out, I bet you that number is like maybe like a 5 or a 6.
Probably.
I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm like, I know I personally know Knicks fans who are watching it just to make sure that Indiana loses.
Shit, I'm the type of person that if the Knicks ain't in it,
I ain't watching.
I ain't watching. I mean, I like certain players and I watch certain players, but like the Yankees.
Oh, dude,
They ain't in the
100% sure. If my Knicks are not playing, I ain't watching.
yeah.
Ooh, wow. Damn, that was a long one. Excuse me. Yeah. Now, like even now, like even now with what's going on, you know, you got the Knicks are making more. There's more noise about what the Knicks are trying to do or potentially do than the finals. I've seen more coverage on who the Knicks, are asking for permission. You know what I'm saying, to interview for their coach.
Yeah.
I see more news about potential trade the Knicks might be or might do or whatever. I see more of that than I see of the actual NBA finals. It just goes to show you that not even the NBA cares about the finals.
Yeah. Yo, shit, there's more news about Jason Kidd being the head coach of the Knicks.
Right.
Fucking
The Knicks, Jason Kidd might be the head coach. That they might talk to the head coach from Seton Hall. That they requested to talk to the assistant coach from the Wolves. Like, I've seen more news and more coverage on that than coverage on the finals.
The Mavericks denied Jason Kidd. They said no. They requested to speak with the head coach of the Hawks, Quinn Snyder. They firmly denied. I know there's another.
They actually speak to the assistant coach from Minnesota.
Yeah. Shit, man. I had the fucking thing here and then disappeared. Because it was like a bunch of the teams that they asked, but then I don't know what my ESPN app goes, oh, okay, you're gonna save that as a shit, now we're gonna delete it. But yeah, they fucking asked for a lot of these fucking coaches that were there. What was he, the former coach of the Celtics?
Oh, the guy from the Hawks?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, wasn't he the one that was going out with that with the employee and he's like, fuck it, find me or some shit?
You know what? Don't care. He was in Boston. I don't give a shit about them.
That's true. But shit. Speaking of don't give a shit about them, there's a lot of trade talks. A lot of talks about Kevin Durant. And if we had Kevin Durant,
I'm gonna make this very clear. I don't want that fucking burger.
I don't either. Because he's not he give you points, but he's not a leader.
Bro, that nigga's soft.
Bro.
Soft like a piece of cake.
Yeah, the hardest we've ever seen him go was when he was with the Warriors and he had 14 other fucking people with him that could score just as good as his ass.
No, forget about scoring. Right here, where I think it counts, he's soft.
That's what I'm saying.
He lets people get in his head. My man, you are a millionaire. You quote unquote have you're like 6'11", so when you take your jump shot, it's almost impossible to block or whatever. And you give a fuck to what people have to say?
Yeah.
My man, I'll be like, my man, talk all the shit you want. I'm not making burner accounts or fucking go after people. I got millions. You know what I'm gonna tell you? I'm gonna reply to you and tell you, hey, you can talk all the shit you want about me. At the end of the day, I got about 13 houses, and you still got a little shithole apartment.
Yeah, because I mean, we could talk about the game, but
my man literally lets fans who talk shit about him get in his head.
which is weird because, like you said, I mean, I'm getting paid fucking hundreds of millions of dollars to play a game that you can't even fucking play on the merry-go-round, like in the park. What's going on, Joseph?
My man Joseph.
What's going on? Got corruption for the tardiness was in the shower. Yo, it's all good, man. You ain't Ray. It's all good. But shit, yo, the crazy shit is like they're talking about possible 3-14 teams, like fucking all these different trades, and it's always the Knicks giving up 5-6 draft picks. A fucking washing machine, somebody's mother. Yo,
They don't have. First of all, I don't know how they gave a 5 first-round draft kit for Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges is a good player. My man, he ain't worth 5 first-round draft picks. That's one. 2, every scenario I see is the Knicks getting like one player, right? Whether it be Durant or my man Giannis. Yeah, that guy. And then the other team getting Cat and like 3 other Knicks players plus draft picks. And I'm like, my man, we're not going to have enough players to even fucking fill the team.
yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing? You're going to do the same fucking Carmelo Anthony bullshit you did, where you traded away 3 of the starting 5 players on your team.
Bro, the Carmelo Anthony trade it had to have been just a stunt to get people to watch the Knicks because you know damn well he wasn't gonna give us the championship, but we gave him everything.
People were watching the Knicks. I'm not a D'Antoni fan, but he had Raymond Felton at point guard playing good, Wilson Chandler at shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? You had Dinalo Gallinari as your small forward. Stoudemire as your power, and I forgot who the center was. My man, and you traded away Raymond Felton, Wilson Chandler, and Gallinari for Anthony. 3 of your 5 starters you traded for one player.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why the Knicks had no fucking bench. Really?
Yo, dude, I mean, and that Carmelo trade was what? Almost 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
We just got out of that a couple years ago. Now we're back in the fucking hole.
That. And then we go ahead and we trade 5 first-round draft picks for Mikal Bridges.
Yo, and now they want to fucking...
I don't know if that was the GM move or a Dolan move, because to me that's a Dolan move.
I don't know. All I know is it's stupid. Whoever the fuck is doing our trades either is stupid as shit or has his back against the wall in every trade scenario. And he has to give up everything. It's kind of like the guy who's doing our trades has severely bad credit. And no matter what loan he gets, it's going to be a high interest rate.
Bro, we don't have
30-40%.
We don't have a first round draft pick until 2030.
Bro, everybody's saying get rid of the owner. I guess that's what you got to do because he's the reason why It's got to be
Bro,
something that we not
bro,
getting nothing. For free.
And it's not like the Knicks got traded 5 first-round picks and got Bridges and got like a couple of second rounders or whatever. No, ain't get shit. Mikal Bridges. That's all they got.
Yeah. Shit. And then to give up half your roster and all of your draft picks until 2035 for Kevin Durant, who's only going to have 1 year on his contract, and this motherfucker travels the world and calls it the NBA. He's almost been on every single team on the fucking Eastern Conference that you can't trust he's going to sign a contract with you after that year.
Bro, it's not even that.
You
It's
give
not
up all that shit for 1 year?
My man, he's not young.
He's not young. The thing is, it would be an upside to have Kevin Durant or a player-to-player swap. If it was Karl Anthony Towns for Kevin Durant, maybe a draft pick or two.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you.
not
I
five, six
don't even
fucking
like that trade because Cat is young, Garnett is old. I mean Durant is old. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I do the same shit.
Durant is old.
Yeah, he is. But I mean, if you're trying to win now, because I do think Kevin Durant in game one at least we would have won. We would have won game one at least with Kevin Durant and the Pacers because he is a bucket. We needed to score.
And I'm telling you that the Knicks were missing my man. One of the kids that they drafted.
Vincenzo.
Yeah, DiVincenzo. They were missing.
Yeah.
Joseph, don't do that. Don't do that, Joseph. I like you, Joseph. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Shit. You talk about the GM wrestling for the Knicks.
Dude, I don't know if he was the one. I think he was the one that did the trade for Mikal Bridges, bro. 5 first-round draft picks. La Creta, coño.
Shit. That is a lot, bro. I mean, they really, and for, Bridges, he saved us in the second round with that steal and the other shit, clutch plays. But I don't think he's worth 5 fucking, he didn't do nothing after that. He ain't worth 5 fucking draft picks. You gonna give 5 fucking draft picks, get Damian Lillard, get somebody who can fucking play. Shit.
Absolutely.
Just a little laugh, Shit.
It's not laughing, man. It's not a laughing matter.
You lucky that the Yankees are winning 5-0 right now. Otherwise, Hutch would have turned off his camera and punched the baby in the face.
Nah, not a baby.
A Tyler in the face.
Nah, not a Tyler.
Show enough in the face.
Yeah.
Shit.
I would have gone with a teenager too if you would have said a teenager.
Nah, I hear you, but they need more than
Fuck
that.
them motherfuckers.
They need a Garrison belt, bro. Shit. Speaking of Garrison belts, you heard of what's up with DeMarcus Cousins doing that shit in Puerto Rico?
No, I haven't. What he do in Puerto Rico?
So apparently during the game, there was a fan talking shit. He went up to the fan. He grabbed his meat. DeMarcus Cousins grabbed his own meat.
Okay.
And then took that hand and put it in the fan's face. And then, like, they had to separate the fan and him.
Well, you know what they say about Boogie crazy.
Yeah. But this is the best part. There's finally consequences. Because, hold on, let me see if I can fucking find it. They didn't. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, here you go. Former NBA star DeMarcus Cousins suspended, and the contract has been terminated after the brawl with fans in Puerto Rico's basketball league. So I hope his dick was worth it because now he ain't got no contract and he ain't playing in the fucking league no more. So, gangster, you won.
Bro, I'd be the wrong one to say. Bro, I'd be the wrong one to do shit like that with.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
I would have turned around and be like, that's why I fucked your wife.
yeah, yo, dude. You, this is the thing. This is the thing. You can't be gangster when you making hundreds of millions of dollars. You got shit to lose. You gangster
Right.
because you don't got shit to lose.
Right.
That's why you driving around shooting motherfuckers. You go to jail. That's fine. We ain't got nothing anyway. You got hundreds of millions of dollars, motherfucker. You just cost this fucking regular guy in Puerto Rico who spent his $100 to watch that game, went home and went to work. Nothing changed in his life. He still ain't got no money. He's still working regular.
Now you know what changed? That
What?
fan can now sue.
Probably, yeah. But DeMarcus Cousins, that motherfucker out another team in another league.
Because
Out.
you want to be gangster instead of being like I said. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. I talk all the shit you want. I'm be like, yo, at the end of the game, I'm gonna go fuck your mother,
Right?
or I'm gonna go
Shit.
fuck your girl. I'm gonna go fuck your wife, or whatever. Or I'll be like, yo, how much you want for your fucking wife?
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be reckless like that.
Be on some, yo, which one of these girls you like? I'll show you pictures of them. Like, like shit. Some, like, my man, you gonna grab your meat, because not for nothing. If he would have did that shit to me, I'd have punched him right in his dick. The minute he got close, I'd have punched him right in his dick. I said, how that fucking feel?
My man would have Johnny Cage them.
Yeah, I would have boom, and then left hooked him right in the dome, knocked his ass out and said, now what, gangster? Well, fuck it. He attacked me. I was scared for my life. He's 7 foot something, grabbing his fucking meat. He was gonna rape me. I ain't gonna go down like that. Nope. Now it's a sex crime.
I ain't no punk bitch.
Now it's a sex crime because he's sexually molesting me by grabbing his fucking meat. Women can do it. I can do it too.
Bro, you're stupid. Bro, like I said, I'll be reckless. I'll be like, yo, how my dick tastes? And I'm like, well, I didn't taste your dick. I say, yeah, you did when you kissed your wife.
She right? Shit.
Yo, I'm telling you, I am not the one.
Right? Shit. I mean, shit. It's a fucking fan. I'd have been like, you know what, player? Since you don't like me, here goes your $5 back for the ticket. You need it more than me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
He had a weapon of mass destruction. Shit, from what I hear about Shaq, shit. Fucking, you ever heard Kevin Hart talk about Shaq?
I don't want to know anything about any other guy gonna tell you.
No, yeah, so he didn't see it, but he said he heard the rumors like, if you ever been with a woman after Shaq been with a woman, she ain't gonna feel shit. You could jump inside that motherfucker, she ain't gonna feel shit. That's what Kevin Hart said.
But then
He's
again, Shaq isn't about like 2 feet taller than Kevin Hart.
I mean, shit. That's giving Kevin Hart a lot of credit. Shit.
I mean, how tall is Kevin Hart? Like 5'5"?
I would say. Let's see. Kevin Hart. This shit says how tall is Kevin Hart in feet? The fuck? How tall is Kevin Hart in quarters?
No, we want to know how tall Kevin Hart is it. How tall Kevin Hart is in oranges? No, motherfucker, in feet, you stupid motherfucker.
Fucking idiot. But you're right. Apparently, it's 5'5". But how tall is Kevin Hart?
Really?
In real life?
Really? He probably about 5'2".
He's 5'5". Okay. Okay. Well, hold up.
Allegedly.
Kevin Hart has stated his height is 5'5" when wearing shoes. He mentioned this in the interview on 60 Minutes with Anderson Cooper. He noticed some publications have listed his height as 5'4" or 5'2".
And Shaq was like 7'2". Like I said, 2 feet.
Shit, but maybe Shaq shrunk. You gotta talk about both ways, height and wide. Yo, Shaq, that's a big motherfucker, boy. He was with Hoops, and Hoops was a small girl.
Hoops was 5'2".
Shit.
And when you stand Hoops, like put up a picture of Hoops and Shaq, and then put up a picture of Shaq and Kevin Hart. Hoop and Kevin Hart about the same size. About the same height. They hit Shaq at the same height. I'm telling you. telling you, ridiculous.
All right, let's do it. I'm gonna open it. There you go. That one. Make this a split screen. On my motherfucking government, and then we're gonna open it up. Gonna do an entire screen. Boom. Wow.
Look at it. They hit Shaq at the same level.
Yeah. Shit.
And she's not even in like high heels. She's in like fucking some flip-flops looking shit.
She's pretty much barefoot. And we know Kevin Hart got his shit padded.
So like, come on now.
Shit.
I ain't gonna front though. Out of all them girls, whose was the prettiest?
Yeah. For real. Shit, she's the only one I remember.
Nah, how can you?
What?
Because remember, she was on that dating show with Flavor Flav, wasn't it?
That's what I'm talking about. She's the only one on that show that I remember from Flavor Flav.
Dude, the loud bitch. Like she was famous just because she was like loud. Nah,
Who, New York?
Yeah. Yeah, New York. They named the girl that was nicknamed New York.
Yeah, but that bitch was ugly.
100%.
Hoops was hot.
Yeah, Hoops was a hottie. But yeah, dude. I mean, the whole Boogie Cousins shit falls to the same shit as the whole Kevin Garnett shit. You literally letting the fans get under your skin. I'd be laughing and be like, yo, my man, if I was to point to your girl right now, she'll leave with me right now. Like I would make somebody feel real small. But that's just me.
Or I would keep pointing at the scoreboard and be like, yo, you see that number? Yeah. Your team ain't gonna change. That number ain't gonna change. Be like, you gonna lose by like 40 now.
Bro, some shit like that. I'd be like, I said, yeah, you can talk all your shit you want. I said, you can't even touch my bank account. Yo, the fucking bro, I tell people, say, yo, enough. I was in I was in Madison Square Garden one time when we were playing the Bulls. Bro, and the amount of shit that the fans used to say to Jordan, and Jordan used to look your way and smile. I'd be like, can y'all shut the fuck up and stop talking trash to this man? My man is not even talking back to you. He's just looking at you and smiling. I go, that's a motherfucker I be scared of.
Shit, word. Yo, what happened? Remember back in the day, everybody used to talk shit. You used to become friends when you talk shit. Be like, you ain't nothing. And then they start winning like, damn, this motherfucker good. And be like, yo, good game. This shit ain't supposed to be personal. The fuck? My man's over there enjoying the game. The only way he can help his team out is talking shit. Now you soft ass motherfucker. No matter how gangster you want to be by rubbing your dick on his hand and putting it in his face, you gangster, you a soft nigga because you done lost all that money. I don't care what you do to somebody. If you losing all that money that was guaranteed to you, you're a soft motherfucker because you let that motherfucker do it. That motherfucker cost you how much money? Because you a gangster.
Now who looks stupid?
Right? Yeah, gangster. Yeah, gangster. This is for you, gangster. Hold on, this shit don't even want to do it for. This even my fucking gear knows it's stupid. There you go. That's for you, gangster. You fucking officially done fucked up, stupid ass. It was at that moment you knew you fucked up again.
Bro, you got kicked out of the NBA because you was an idiot. You signed, I mean, you didn't even sign with the Chinese league that be at least giving motherfuckers money. You signed with the Puerto Rican league.
Yeah.
So that like the Puerto Rican league, you know, like the Chinese league didn't even want you. They're like, yeah, no, we don't even want you. You signed the contract with the Puerto Rican league, and then you basically forfeited the money.
Shit. Word.
Like my man Dave Chappelle said, when being real goes wrong.
Mm-hmm. You can't be real when you got all that fucking money. Sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. Or you have fucking
a goon.
Yeah. You have bodyguards and
Dude.
other people. Yep. You pay other people. That was the one thing about Mayweather that he was smart. He's like, I got all these motherfuckers to protect me from fucking you up. You see these hands right here? If I lay these hands on you, it's a problem. I'm gonna lose all my money. But if he lays his hands on you, I'm paying him to protect me. It's his job to lay his hands on you. And this big motherfucker gonna throw you out the goddamn window, and it ain't my fault.
Bro, people forget that like boxers and MMA artists, if they get into a fight and they hurt somebody, they're liable because in I'm not 100% about MMA, but I know at one point, if you were a boxer, your hands will register lethal weapons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't know if everybody remembers the movie Con Air with Nicolas Cage.
Yep, I remember that.
Right, and everybody was like, "Oh, but you know, he shouldn't even go to jail. He was defending his wife." I'm like, he's military. He has experience in how to hurt people, and he ended up killing somebody. It didn't matter that it was 3 against 1 or whatever. At the end of the day, they're gonna look at it as like, you are trained to hurt and kill people. That other idiot might be just a drunk fool, but he's not trained.
Also because the law is you're able to use the same amount of force as someone else's. So if someone pulls out a knife and you pull out a fucking nuclear weapon, that's excessive force. But if somebody pulls out a gun, you pull out a gun, you're able to protect yourself with a gun. This is New York law, right? Now, if you're a trained killer and I come up to you and I'm not trained at all, this is not equal force. It's the equivalent of you having a knife or a gun. Now, what the best you could do is detain people. Now, he killed someone in that fight.
Yes.
And that's what made it worse. The fact that he's a trained killer and killed somebody. Don't get me wrong. I don't think the motherfucker was wrong. But through the eyes of the law, and justice is supposed to be blind, and, you know, shit like that, they thought he was wrong.
My ass, I would have been in that jury. I would have been like, I ain't seen nothing wrong.
Yeah, shit. But then again, he was in military. When they court martial your ass, you don't need to prove shit. It's like, oh, you did this? No, too bad. We said so.
Mama, even with that, I would have been like, oh wait, it was 3 against 1, and he was defending his pregnant wife. Oh hell, nah. Yo, my man, you can go.
Word, but my daddy just he gets released on July 16th. My birthday is July 15th. I've never met my daddy, and on the first day I'm gonna meet him will be July 15th. One more move and the bunny gets it.
Now we gotta ask Ray that. Hopefully, I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna know that. Even though we just done said the name of the movie, but yeah, he ain't gonna.
We all know Ray don't listen to us.
That's true. Ray just think we two Spanish men from the Bronx or from New York.
I mean, think about it. We already told him all them. He need to stop with all the baby mama and the kids, and he ain't stopping.
Yep, that's true. Shit.
What did you do, Ray? What did you do? But yeah, I mean, look, it's just crazy that you would jeopardize your money simply because a fan was heckling you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the thing. You could have a fucking anger management issue and all that other shit. This is where, not for nothing, this is where having parents and having family members that don't kiss your ass because you fucking famous or have money, that teach you how to become a fucking human being that lives in society.
Yeah.
Because like I said, gangsters don't have nothing to lose because they don't either have family members or they don't have money or they live in horrible fucking lives. So why not kill each other so we can make some little bit of money to have this little bit of life, right? Because we're not expecting to live until we fucking 90 anyway. But you got hundreds of millions of dollars. You need that one motherfucker to turn around and look at you and be like, yo, I don't give a shit how rich you are. You a stupid motherfucker.
Yep.
Shit. That's the, not for nothing. That's when the father sees you throwing a hissy fit. That's when he disciplines you. The mom is also
that's when he should have whipped your ass.
Yeah, and your mom is also supposed to let you know you ain't shit just because you got money. You know what I'm saying? Shit, my mama let me know real quick, like, oh, you think you bad, huh? You ain't shit.
I remember one of my. I know I'm not the only person that's mother, especially if you're Hispanic.
Oh yeah.
I brought you into this world, and I can take you out.
Word shit.
Bro, if that's not one of the most gangster lines, like, wait. Mom, what are you saying? You heard what I said. I was like, mama crazy. I ain't messing with her.
Word. I mean,
by the way, the judges hit a solo home run, so now it's 6-0 Yankees.
Nice.
I mean, I wish they would have done this against the Red Sox, but
fuck them.
Because at the end of the day, fuck Boston.
Word. Shit, I fucking I forgot. Yo, my mom. One time, I was pissed over somebody. She was trying to get me calmed down, and I said something to her, and she's like, "Oh, you act like I won't fuck you up," and she made me believe that if I touched her, there was already a line of people waiting
to whip that
kick
ass.
my ass.
Whip that ass.
It was like she was like, yo, you don't understand. Every day I gotta wake up and I gotta call every single one of them and say, don't touch my boy. Please don't touch my boy. And they just sit in the corner waiting for her to be like, fuck this nigga up. It's like who the fuck you got just waiting to fuck me up? It's like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, yo, I wasn't gonna touch you anyway, but shit. And that's why I be walking the streets. Like, you nigga, I don't know you. You don't want
Theo. You got Theo. Vecina number 1, Vecina number 2.
Word. I'm like, shit. The fuck? You over here bullshitting me.
So 2 things. Damien, that's why you don't come into rooms unprepared.
That's right.
That's why you got to protect yourself at all times.
Word. Wash your hands and fart outside.
That's 1. 2, Joseph, who gives a fuck about Boston? Fuck them.
Shit. Marcus King's dick. That's who they worried about with the Boston.
Joseph's like, there's a prospect that they bring up. The Boston's going crazy about. I don't give a fuck.
Shit. I mean, word.
For moving on, your boy Aaron Bleeping Rodgers signed with Pittsburgh.
Officially.
What are your thoughts?
It took him long enough. Because I remember he was debating on whether he wanted to go there or not. And he was doing the same shit he was doing to the fucking Jets. And this motherfucker got the ball to keep doing this shit like he's somebody special. Oh, look at this. Aaron Rodgers already has major complaint with the Steelers, and it's not what you expect. Let's see. Can't stand his new helmet. Now all of a sudden he can't stand the helmet. Quotes, I can't stand the helmet. The quarterback told reporters on Tuesday he has no longer allowed to wear the Scott model. he was usually sported throughout his career. I wore the scuff for 20 years, and somehow it finally didn't pass the safety standard. Oh, you definitely got
He
CTE
pulled
with
that
the way
same
you
shit with the
acting.
Jets.
Yeah.
Joseph, he can't get Tomlin fired because Tomlin wasn't the one to sign him. It was the GM. Tomlin wanted to keep fucking Justin Fields. And Damien, I don't know why WWE is stupid. Everybody knows her as Mariah May. I don't know why her name got to be changed to Blake Monroe. That's just stupid to me. I mean, AEW is not like WWE. AEW does not fucking copyright people's names.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they copyright the names, but they have an agreement. So I don't know. But you know what the crazy shit is though? And I'm gonna say this, and I know the real wrestling fans are gonna get mad, but the purists, the ones that go on Google and they Google Takamichi Noku's first match on the July 29th, fucking 2002 against Fujimura Wakamali in their 7-minute banger that should have been rated 5 stars, but it wasn't rated at all because Dave Meltzer didn't watch it. I know those motherfuckers are gonna hate. AEW ain't big enough to know who the fuck Mariah May is. In all honesty, I think just the name Blake Monroe is stupid. Blake sounds like a nigga name. Monroe sounds like you trying to take advantage of Marilyn Monroe.
That's exactly what I.
So why couldn't you just call her Mariah Monroe?
Then we could call it M&M.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That could have been her nickname. That could have been her gimmick. Her music would have started out with Mariah Monroe. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, Hutch. Here's the thing. The greatest story ever told in TNA or AEW, right, is Tony Storm and Mariah May, where Mariah May was the young Tony Storm, and she turned on Tony Storm, and they had this beautiful match that everyone in the history of wrestling remembers. And then they go, Mariah May signs with AEW, and the first thing Lay goes is who? And I go, let me double check. That is the one. That's the one that had that shit with Tony Storm. He goes, oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about? Nope. Figures.
I mean, Les not into snow bunnies.
That's true, but Mariah picked that name. That's probably because they gave her like 4 names and the shit sucked.
That's probably the best name out of all of them.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, listen, not for nothing. I know this is a sports show and not the wrestling, but it's sports entertainment. Just look at the documentary of Stone Cold of all the names they were trying to give him. Like, Stone Cold has a list of all the names that the WWE was trying to give him, and they're like, no, they all fucking suck.
Word. Then Damien goes, Blake is her niece's name, and she's a big fan of Marilyn Monroe. Then they should have called her Blunroe. Blunroe May. Fuck it.
Or they could have done is what they do to a lot of fucking talent and chop the name and just give it the name of Monroe.
Yeah. I don't know why everybody needs 2 names.
Remember, Dolph Ziggler came up and they went from being Dolph Ziggler to being Dolph. Big E Lanston came up and it was just Big E.
Word.
Like, they do that to a lot of talent where they chop their names. So, whatever. But again, if Mariah May is her real name and she didn't want the WWE to have to be able to copyright that name, I understand that. Because the WWE be trying to copyright everything. The WWE is like the WWE is like that kid that goes to the playground and doesn't get picked, but because he's the only one with the basketball, he goes, "Well, I got picked last, so I didn't get picked, so I'm gonna take my ball and go home."
Yo, bro, you know what's funny? The only person that came from AEW, or the only two people that came from AEW to WWE that didn't change their name was Penta and this girl.
Well, you got Ray Phoenix.
What's this girl's name? Jade. Ray Phoenix, but here's the thing. Because Penta and Ray Phoenix were bigger than AEW. Holy shit.
My man, they were big.
Yo,
they were huge in AAA. They were huge in CNA.
I just want to show you this one thing real quick, Coach. That's the belt, right? That's the belt that's going to unify the Continental title and the Intercontinental title. I don't know, the Kenny Omega and Okada title. That's the title that's going to unify both of them. You know what that title looks like to me? The original Women's Championship. You remember the original AEW Women's Championship? They just made it big enough for a man. That's the secret. Strong enough for a woman, big enough for a man. Like, what the fuck?
That's sad if that is. Yo, not for nothing. AEW starting to look a lot like WCW.
I mean, they wish they could be the WCW after the NWO, the new blood WCW.
But no, because they have people that can have great matches, but there's no storylines. Like before the NWO and WCW, the biggest storyline in WCW was Hogan versus the Dungeon of Doom. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But they had players, they had guys that got great matches. No storylines. It was like the NWO was like their biggest storyline.
Yeah. And all right, the NWO and the Cruiserweight division. Because the Cruiserweight division, you didn't really need storylines, but they had their own. They had their own.
The reason they had their own storylines is because they brought it over from Mexico.
Yeah, that was the matches they had was a story, not a storyline enough. It was his own division.
People forget Jericho wrestled in Mexico.
Yeah, Jericho wrestled in everywhere. Shit, I think. But all right, real quick before we get out of hand with this women's title that two men are gonna fight for. Speaking of women, the Euro League had offered Russell Westbrook a 3-year, $100 million deal. Now, Russell Westbrook could say, nah, fuck that. I want to stay in the NBA with my 1 year bet minimum. Hutch?
Really? He's doing he's Russell Westbrook at the league minimum?
I'm gonna see what
Bro,
yeah.
Because if that's true, that's a big fall.
The Nuggets signed Russ last summer to a 2-year veteran minimum deal with the second year holding a player option. Russ can opt in for just under $3.5 million for next season, or opt out and become an unrestricted free agent.
Wow. That's crazy.
So he did 2 years for $6 million. I'm sorry. If I'm Russell Westbrook, hello, mate. I'm going overseas.
Yeah, I'm taking that 3-year $100 million.
Word. Fuck that. How is my man averaging a triple-double for 3 seasons in a row, and y'all don't give a shit about him?
Was an MVP.
Yeah, y'all don't give a shit about him.
Wow. League minimum. My man had $100 million contract.
Jericho was wrestling himself in his mama's stomach. Shit. True, but fucked up. No, but yeah, he had a fucking what team did he have? He was with the I want to Toronto, right?
Oh,
Russell Westbrook.
started with OKC, went to LA. When I think the Dallas, no, that was Kyrie. I'm sorry. I know he started OKC, then he went to the Clippers.
Okay, so all right, so I got it here. His contract history. I don't know if how right this is, but this is so his contract history is a rookie with OKC for 4 years, $16 million. So that was $4 million a year. Then he signed with the he did the designated rookie extension. He did another 5 years for $78 million, which was $15 million a year. Then he did the maximum veteran extension, 3 years, $85 million. So it's $28 million a year. Then he did the designated veteran extension, 5 years, $206 million, $40 million a year. Then the rest of the rest of the season, he was with was that the Nuggets? But 1 year, $784,000. And then he signed with he was a free agent. He had a 2 year, $7 million contract. And then he signed with the Nuggets for $3 million, the league minimum.
I'm taking that $100 million and running.
Yeah.
Exactly, normal guy. I'm gonna take that $100 million and going overseas to Europe and fucking a bunch of snow bunnies.
Word. So it was the Clippers that he did the. All right. Yo, fuck it. I mean, shit. You still playing basketball at this point? With his career and the way shit's going, he ain't the championship means jack shit now.
Exactly.
The championship in the NBA, the finals mean jack shit. So
nothing.
Because you could be the greatest player in the world, and never win a fucking championship now, and be considered. Yo, dude, all you have to do is win a game in the NBA playoffs, and you compare to Jordan. So obviously, it don't mean shit what you do in the NBA. So fuck it, go to the Euro League,
bro. At this point, no team that is gonna hit the.
Yo, Hutch, you watch?
Yeah, like no powerhouse team is gonna sign you. You're gonna be signed by a bottom tier team, and they're not gonna give you $100 million.
Yeah.
Take the $100 million and go.
Yo, Hutch. I just want to show you one thing real quick. Let me know when you back on the seat so you can see the screen.
Oh, I can see the screen from one. I'm just getting something from my fridge.
I hear you. I need you to pay attention because this is a masterpiece at work. This is the reason why WWE's going out of business. Ray would take that $100 million and buy all the kangaroo meat in the world. I ain't mad. All right, you ready for this?
I'm mad.
Look. He killed him. He's dead. Kenny Omega's dead.
Like, come on now. Even I know that's a fucking pill.
Kenny Omega is dead. You spitting up that much blood that fast? Motherfucker, you got shot.
You ruptured something, you should be rushed to the hospital.
You dead. Wipe yourself off.
You dead.
You dead. Shit. Yeah, man. Yo, reports are coming in that KD's gonna go to the Spurs. Better them than the Knicks. All right,
No,
who?
I don't want him on. You know what? Damn. George Pop. George Pop is not dead or whatever. I'm just like I know I'm gonna miss George Pop. But George Pop is no longer coach, so yeah. Now he can go to fucking the Spurs because, bro, George Pop would have had KD. He would have made KD cry. Day one.
Shit.
Day one. Yo, what up, Tyson?
What up, Tyson? Chig. Yo, before I ask you this question, I just want to let you know there's a possibility of this man being the Knicks head coach, and I'm down for it.
All right. The reason, no.
Hulk Hogan can replace Thibodeau in the New York Knicks. He got the power for it. Say your prayers, 27-inch pythons. He can do it, Hutch. We need him. If it isn't Jason Kidd, it's Hogan. Name someone better, Hutch. I dare you. Name
My
someone
dick
better.
is better. I'm my dick.
Apparently, dicks are not allowed in the NBA.
That's in Puerto Rico.
But they're gonna transfer that over next year. Watch.
That is a big no. I can't believe you did that.
Word.
I trusted you, Toe. I trusted you.
Somebody had to do it. Shit.
That Hoyt right here. See, right here, it's Hoyt.
I hear you. Shit, this is only
Hey,
the
man,
second
don't
half.
give this motherfucker any ideas.
Shit, you think the New York won't fucking do it?
No, they won't.
Shit.
Remember, he got booed heavily.
That was in Los Angeles.
He got booed in
New York is a different part of town. New York,
Yeah, New York, he probably got something thrown at his ass.
New York is probably gonna be like, why the fuck LA booing him? Oh, because he backed the president and he did this shit. And New York will be like, so? Shit, that had nothing to do with me. I'm happy to say and announce this. Adam Cole has successfully made an entrance into the ring and is sitting safely next to the commentators and has not injured himself. So that's a win for AEW and Adam Cole.
Hey, yo, normal guy. Yeah, buddy.
Shit, but you don't get to see a normal guy.
How you do every game?
Yeah, but for what, 10 seconds? Shit. You know, somebody was saying that the WNBA one of the women was like, we don't want to get paid the same amount that the NBA players get paid. We want to get paid the same percentage. And I'm sitting here going, hold up. If the NBA gets 50% of the $50 million profit that they make, if the players get that, then you're telling me that the women should get 50% of the negative $50 million that they made.
So that means you have to pay. You
So
won't be getting a salary. You would have to pay basketball.
Yeah, you would have to pay hundreds of millions of dollars to pay basketball. I don't know if math has ever worked for you, Hoach, but for me, that don't math. That don't sound like a professional.
So her math, it wasn't math.
No, it was not. She was looking for a bill. She wasn't looking for a check. Two pieces of papers, they mean completely different things. Shit. Charlotte to the Knicks, nah, you need an ass to be New York.
Yo, that shit is funny. Talking about they want to get the same percentages. My man, you guys have been in existence for over 20 years, and you've never had a positive. You've never made money. You've lost money every year.
You know, also, I don't think they know how to market stuff.
They don't. Look what happened with Caitlin Clark.
That should have been the reason why everybody started watching basketball.
She was.
It just so happened nobody else.
And they let the rest of the league bully her and fucking treat her like trash.
Because the rest of the league couldn't play as good as her. If you was really that good, if everybody started watching basketball because of Jordan or because of Larry Bird and Magic, everybody started watching Dr. J, fucking Kareem.
Right.
You know, every other team that was just as good. It's just we wasn't getting eyes. If you supposed to be that fucking good, then get the eyes and everybody watch you. Shit. So many.
I think if I'm not mistaken, Adrian Reese won like an award.
Yeah, I think
like sportswoman, and I'm like, how?
it was in BET. Let's see. She
what she should have won was a player hating award.
Shit. She won the BET award for Sportswoman of the Year in 25, 24, and 23. And then best breakout athlete in the ESPY Awards in 2023.
How? She can't make a fucking layup. And she's a known hater.
Yo, so because somebody asked, why did Angel Reese win the BET Award? And it says in her first season with the Sky, Reese averaged 13 points and 13 rebounds. That performance earned Reese an all-star nod, a spot on the all-rookie team, and some down-ballot MVP votes. It was also enough for Reese to secure her third straight BET Sportswoman of the Year. I gotta see. What's her fucking stats?
Bro, if you miss layups and grab your own rebound, I'm sorry. Oh, Damien, who you saying don't hate? Bro, I can hit a layup blindfolded before she hits her layups.
So, in the last 5 games, she had 13 points, 6 points, 14 points, 4 points, and 17 points. She played an average about 30 minutes, let's say 27 minutes a game. And she only field goals attempted with the most points in the 14 and the 14 and the 17 game. She took 13 shots. And then in the 13-point game, she took 9. She ain't taking no shots whatsoever.
Horrible, dude. She's horrible.
So her defensive rebounds, she got 7 in 2 games, 5 in another 2 games, and 10 in the other games. Let's see the offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5. No blocks, 2 steals, 3 steals.
Bro, a lot of those were her getting her own rebounds for fucking her missed layups.
Wait, in the regular season, he had 3.5. Oh, that's person foul. 13.6 points per game. And this season, she got 10.1. How bad are these women? Because that sounds like somebody coming off the bench. Am I bugging? In the NBA.
But Damien, I know it's a joke, but don't get put through a table.
Shit, she wouldn't be a better player than Clayton Clark if Clayton Clark was sitting on the bench. Didn't even play. The New York Liberty are undefeated right now. Y'all should be happy as fuck. I mean, they were the last New York team to win a championship, right?
Yeah. Yes, they were.
In her defense, she's just coming off of an injury from last season.
Who?
I'm thinking Angel Reese, but let's see what injury she got. Stubbed her toe. Nah. Angel Reese, a player of the Chicago Sky, recently suffered a hand injury while playing in the Unrivaled League. She had a hairline fracture in her left wrist during the rookie WNBA season, requiring surgery in March 2025. She re-injured the same wrist during the Unrivaled, but said it was just a sprain. According to the Chicago Sun-Times, the most recent injury led to her missing some games in the Unrivaled. Well, you're gonna have to start wearing a fucking wrist vest or something. A wrist protector or something.
Bro, she's horrible. Horrible. She's a horrible player. I'm sorry. Yo, what up, Leon?
Yo, so the Chicago Sky may need a trade for another impact point guard. According to the Sky report, Carl Bell, the team would have to part ways with Angel Reese or Kamala Caduso to get a new point guard because their point guard went down. Shit, how fucking good are you that the team's like, yo, we need a good point guard. Get rid of our star. Shit. The Big Three, I watched a couple games when it first started. I haven't seen it now. I know it's more established now, but I haven't seen it. Most of the time, I don't know when it's on, so I forget when it's on. And other times, I forget that it's on. That's the thing about advertising, because you got Hulu and YouTube and all this other shit. You're not watching cable. On cable, you can put all the commercials you want. Hulu and this shit, if I got premium, there's no fucking ads. So I don't know when nothing's on. You got to advertise.
He goes, I go in, I watch what I want to watch, and I'm gone.
That's right. You got to advertise to have people remember shit. Coach can do better in his sleep. Shit, I seen him do it. Shit, there was a game one time. It was 3:00 in the morning. Carmelo Anthony's in the Rucker Park. He's playing by himself. Hutch was walking to get something to eat. Just came out of work. He's like, yo, young man.
In Tim's.
Yeah, in Tim's. Hutch said, fuck you calling young man. I'm twice your age, boy. I'm old enough to be your daddy. He goes, then come prove it. He throws the ball at Hutch. Hutch is like, oh, you want me to be your daddy? You're going to have to start calling me daddy. And Hutch whooped his ass in a game of 10, 25-3.
That's right.
And Hutch's feet has never left the ground.
And then that's it. Game blouses.
That's right. Shit. Hutch was like, I'm gonna whoop you so bad, we're gonna play the 10, but winner had to win by 20. And he beat him 23-3. And yo, Carmelo was so embarrassed. He flew Hutch all the way to Asia to get Chinese food because the store was closed by the time Hutch got whooping Carmelo's ass.
Facts.
That's why Carmelo retired before he got traded from the Knicks. True story. I was there. Shit. They don't want to let you know that, but it was there. Shit, Damien goes, I didn't even know Big Three was still a thing. To be honest with you, I don't know half the shit is still a thing, to be honest with you. You'd be like, yo, you ever seen this show? Psh, never heard of it. Like, what was that the show with the cooking shit? Meat or bear? What is that? The chef? The guy who played Carrie Von Erich, he's a chef. Meat, the sausage, the pot.
Hey, yo.
Some shit. Kettlebell. Dangler things. I don't. Leg keeps telling me to watch it. And I'm like, all right. Then I keep forgetting. I don't know nothing about it. It's like 27 fucking seasons.
What's the name?
I know the guy who played Carrie Von Erich is in it. He's a chef. Hair. I think it's Bear. Is it Bear? The Bear.
Could be.
Shit. Hutch did not get a leg cramp. He gave himself a leg cramp so that way Carmelo could get those 3 points.
Listen, I gave myself a Charlie Horse. I figured I'd give him my spot him a few.
Word. Shit, I remember it was 19 to fucking 0. And Hutch was like, you know what? Oh, I got it. And Carmelo shot the 3. Carmelo shot the 3. And Hutch was like, you know what? I'll give you 3 points. Yo,
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, I saw that. Like the WNBA should be embarrassed.
shit, word. When are they on, Joseph? Speaking of embarrassed, apparently Sugar Shane, your boy Sugar Sean Shanley.
O'Malley?
Yeah, the Tekashi 6ix9ine of the UFC got his ass whooped, apparently.
Good.
You know, he tapped out. The what's her name? Kamala Harris, the other judo chick, the one from the one that fought Juliana Pena.
You know, Kamala Harris ran for president, so it's not her.
Oh, I was gonna say, shit, she ran for president, still fighting in the UFC. That's fucking crazy. Well, she just became the champion
This past weekend, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw that.
which we might have to catch. Let's find out when the new. All right, Usman versus Buckley. That's what is that? That's a fight night. That don't count. That's gonna happen this Saturday. What's the card on that one? If you bet $300, you lose $300. Oh, Rose Namajunas and Miranda Maverick. I don't know who that is. Edmund Shabazz versus Andre Putin.
Oh, Shabazz bang bang bang.
Oh shit, Cody Garbrandt. He's still fighting versus Ranani Barcelona.
Wait. How'd you pronounce his name?
Cody Garbrandt. Oh, you talking about Ranani Barcelonas. He's from Spain.
No, it's good. I heard it. It's all right.
All right. That Mansour Abdul Malik versus Cody Bondraj. Yeah, all right. I don't know who the fuck anybody is except for the first,
Like
for the main event, co-main event. And then, all right, there's another fight night, June 21st. It's Hill versus Roundtree, which is crazy how Jamal Hill still think he can beat fucking what's his name? Who's the champ? Adesanya. He knocked out Adesanya. Let's figure it out. We'll just go back to the people. Fucking Alex Pereira. He still think he can beat Alex Pereira. Like he's still knocked out. That motherfucker still think he can beat him. Crazy. All right, so then that one is him versus Roundtree. I don't know if that's for a number one contendership or not. And then the co-main event is Rafael Ilfasini Fizini versus Incognito Bahama Mamas.
Hot your mama. Okay, got it.
Yo, bro, I am not fucking around. Look at this shit. Look at this motherfucking name. Tell me that motherfucker. Ignacio Bahama Onundo.
Bahamundos.
Yeah, that nigga look like Incognito Bahama Mamas to me. Shit, he's from Chile, so definitely tell that nigga to get a regular name. And then Tufuk Musafi versus oh my god, my Kapiyapi Chapi or Labani. Bro,
What? Lobotomy? What?
it's like asking me how to spell Mysterio. Look at that shit.
God damn.
Look at that shit. There's 48 Ks in this motherfucking name. Odie Booty Warrior. What? That's what I'm saying.
I guess when his family was being put together, they had K's in abundance.
Shit, I don't even know what fucking flag that is.
Probably Filipino.
Red with a yellow shit in it. It's so small I can't even get that shit bigger.
Well, wait,
Then-
now.
Hey, sometimes you gotta jerk it. Curtis Blades versus Rizvan Kunivzic. He's a Russian.
My man said, no, my guy said, Cody Booty Warrior. What?
Word. Nasim Sadakov versus Nicholas Mato. Oh, he's Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan. That's who the fucking Maka Laka Buku Laka Baka Laka Laka Mogoluku Okabaka is. He's Kyrgyzstan. He's a Kyrgyzstan. And then Muhammad Nabi Move versus Bargain Grid. All right, I don't know who the fuck none of these. All right, then UFC 317. Tilapia. Ilala Tapapora, the guy who knocked out a former champion. You know, he's moving up to light heavyweight. He had to vacate his championship. He knocked out Holloway and Volkanovski for the featherweight title.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah, Tupaporia.
Gotcha.
He's fighting Charles Oliveira,
Ooh.
which I believe this is his first light heavyweight. This is a lightweight title bout. So, hey, what happened to who the fuck is the champion?
5 rounds.
Oh, now I gotta go to see who the fuck is the lightweight champion. Did he give up his title too?
My man said, these nuts.
Islam Makhachev, I guess, gave up his championship to go up to the middleweight title or the welterweight championship. Because he ain't fighting no more. What happened to this motherfucker?
Don't know.
All right, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Joaquin Buckley shuts down narrative that Islam is bigger threat than who? All right, what? Give me something.
Well, what did you put in?
I put his name in. Islam is no longer the UFC lightweight champion. He vacated the title on May 13, 2025 to move up to welterweight. Okay, so he moved up to welterweight, but what about Tilapia? Poirier. Let's see. Shit. This is the problem. Yo, I used to know shit. Lilia Tuporia's UFC journey includes both featherweight title and a lightweight title challenge. He previously held the UFC featherweight title by winning it by knockout against Alexander Volkanovski in February 24 and successfully defended against Max Holloway. Later that year, he is now preparing to challenge for the vacated light heavyweight title against Charles Oliveira. So I guess he vacated. Yep, Topuria has vacated his featherweight title to pursue the lightweight title fight. He will now face Oliveira for a vacated lightweight title. So I guess they got tired of people holding 2 championships for no fucking reason. Remember before you couldn't move up and weight unless you cleared out the division?
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, you want a title? Shit, you don't even need to fucking earn it. Here goes a shot. All right, but let's see what the card is for that one. So we got Charles Oliveira and Tilapia. Then the flyweight championship, which Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Kari France. I don't know who the fuck. I think I saw him once. I think he knocked out somebody. That was it. And then Manel Darouche versus Renato Moicano. And then Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa. He's still fighting. He's ranked number 13. Yeah, Paulo Costa. Shit.
Yeah.
Versus Roman Kopylov. Ranked the 13 versus 14 middleweight is fighting each other. And then Jack Hirschman and Gregory Rodriguez are fighting each other middleweight fight also. John Martinez versus Justin Tafa. That's a heavyweight fight. And then Vivian Araujo versus Tracy Cortez. But Tracy looks kind of hot. But she lost to Rose Namajunas in her last fight. Oh, but all right, so she beat two other women. I don't know. She's 11-2. So who she lose to? Rose Namajunas. And
that other chick that had that brain, that the alien came out of her brain.
oh shit.
Started with a J, I think it was.
Shit. Fuck. I know who you're talking about. Bitch. There you go. Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Yeah, I know her name started with a J.
Yeah, it's funny because if I didn't hear her name, I would have never pronounced it Jędrzejczyk because that shit looks like Jed Raz Chikachike. This shit is literally spelled JEDRZEJCZYK.
Okay, I believe you.
A dude from France. It's some of them motherfuckers. These country bans don't apply to the UFC since Trump's best friend is Dana White. Word. The UFC got to be thriving. Well, apparently they're losing money. Let's find out how much money they're losing. Because they're not for nothing. They stupid for that. Thanks to TKO. Yeah, the UFC is facing losses due to several factors, including competition from other events and high production costs for events like UFC 306 at the Sphere. Analyst Alan Jones estimated that the UFC is facing potential losses of $20 million for the upcoming UFC 306 event due to the low ticket sales and competition from Canelo Alvarez boxing match on the same day.
Wow, that's ridiculous. Watches.
Let's see.
The fuck? Come on, don't do this now.
All right, so UFC fight night tickets typically range from $100 to $500, while major UFC pay-per-view events can be more expensive. The average ticket price for UFC events can be around $850, but this can be very specific depending on the event venue and seat location. Bro, I don't give a fuck who's fighting. I'm not spending $850 to go to a fucking UFC event. You got to be out your fucking mind. And then the WWE is doing the same shit.
Yeah, because WWE is stupid.
Let's see. All right. The average WWE PLE pay-per-view ticket price can vary significantly, but for events like WrestleMania, the prices can range from $450 for a standard ticket to over $10,000 for the most premium options. While some reports suggest an average of $1,200 for WrestleMania, the actual cost can depend on factors like seating, location, and events. So the 2-day WrestleMania ticket can be purchased for around $700 to $900 with fees, while single-day tickets can be $143 to $200. Some sources report a range from $3,500 to $2,500. God
I'm
damn,
good.
Boy.
I'm good. I'm gonna sit my ass either on my couch at a bar and enjoy the show.
Because here's the thing, right? Here's math for me. $850 a ticket, right? At let's say, all right, let's do this. $85 a ticket. You would have to spend. You would have to sell 10 tickets to get $850, right? So let's say the 15,000 times $85. That's $127. No, that's $1,275,000 on ticket. That's how much you would get if you sold every ticket for $85, right? If you sell no tickets at $850, wouldn't you be making more money at selling them for $85 a ticket?
Yeah. You're probably making a lot more money.
So why wouldn't you drop some of the price? Because think about that shit, man. All right, let's see how many tickets are not being sold. UFC 315 held the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec. Approximately 50% of the tickets were unsold just days before the event, according to the report on MSN.
Damn.
50%. Look at that shit. So let's do this. It was what? 1.2 million for $85. 850 times what's half of 15? 7.5. So 7,500.
Still too much.
It's about $6 million, right? So let's say you put up, let's say a setup for it being $850 a ticket. It's $180 a ticket, right?
Now that's manageable.
For the other half, that's 1.3 million. So you made $7 million. But that's crazy to me. Like, yo, dude, you gotta be the richest of the richest to watch these fucking events.
Facts.
And then to watch it on pay-per-view is crazy too, because you have to have the ESPN Plus app, which is, let's say, $15 an hour, $15 a month. Or if you have the fucking Hulu shit, that's $100 a month. That comes with live TV, Disney and all other shit, right? Then it's $89 a month for the pay-per-view.
Yo, ridiculous. And they wonder why people try to go to a live stream to fucking get that shit for free.
Yep. Shit, it's fucking $89 a month. That's with tax. That's without taxes. With taxes, I think it's like $97 or some shit like that. Then plus your $15 a month for the ESPN Plus. Well, let's see how much ESPN Plus is before I start fucking around and do stuff. How much ESPN Plus monthly? Yeah, $12. $12 plus 97 is $110 a month you spending to watch the UFC. And these events ain't even that fucking good. Shit.
So let me get this right. They're basically gonna rape you just to go see the UFC.
Yep. Like, I understand you fucking, you selling premium tickets for the front row and all other shit. But shit, man. You trying to make a year's worth of fucking gross in one pay-per-view. Shit. But, because I remember Dana White used to be like, yo, the gate today was $1.5 million, $2 million. Remember when he did the press conferences after, before he got sold to whatever? The gate was $1.2 million, $3 million. It was whatever. And the pay-per-view buys was this, blah, 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 blah. Now, it's like, yo, dude, what the fuck? How are you trying to make $12 million for the gate? Shit. You're going to have to do that shit in Saudi, because those are the only motherfuckers that can afford that shit. Shit. Speaking of afford that shit, we can't afford to stay up late no more today. Folks got to work early tomorrow. He's a busy man. It's busy season. I'm just getting over some fucking shit. I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm a busy man. It's Hoch's busy season. Ray wasn't here.
Yo, it's my crazy beast season, but Joseph is saying Hala Badush is burgering.
Well, we figured that. Yo, whoever made
So today's game 3. God,
yeah.
so my
Yo.
whole thing is with that, right? Game 1 was like last week. Game 2 was like a week after that, and now game 3 is like this.
Yeah, I think it's Sunday. It's Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday. Because I remember the Sunday was the last game, right? Yo, Mercedes Monet is doing commentary, and whoever made that fake ass steak that she's eating really gotta be fired. Because that shit doesn't even look like it was cooked. That shit looked like it was painted. And if that's how y'all rich people eat steak, I'm gonna keep doing it myself. And on that note, lady,
I like mine medium well.
I like mine to be steak. I don't know what the fuck she eat. Shit. But yeah, speaking of that, we gotta hook up for steaks again.
We do.
Tomorrow, you know, you always welcome, Hutch. We're gonna be talking about our truth shit, the money in the bank.
The swerve that they're trying to fucking swerve everybody with.
Yeah, that bullshit. We're gonna talk about Jey Uso. Oh my god.
The Yankees won.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Jey Uso losing the title.
Did you see something from Miss Parker? Is that it? Why did you say, "Oh my god"?
No, because
oh my god,
Julia Hart did a moonsault off the top rope, landed on her feet, and then laid on top of Toni Storm. Ooh. Yeah, it was bad. Like for that, you should have landed on your feet and did a drop, like either a drop kick or a leg drop or something, make it look like that was intentional. But anyway, Toni Storm went to commercial. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be talking about all that shit. Saturday we doing the Tour and the Show. So, Hutch, you know, you're welcome to do either one of those shows with us. And everybody else tune in. If you don't fucking tune in, I'm coming to your house and I'm eating your cereal.
I do apologize. I am extremely tired. So
shit, bro, you ain't got to apologize to me. I know the deal. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
Love you guys for coming and joining us.
Word. Like, subscribe, and tell